everyone, draw me in. We're gonna do a mural together all about inclusion, the importance of including everyone, and everyone deserves an opportunity. And we're gonna do that in a few different steps. The first step is cleaning up. And every mural is different. I mean, you see the teachers helping here, and this artist is showing these kids some different stuff that needs cleaned up. But basically you just want to make it ready for the art to start. This kid's taking bushes. Hey, I'm gonna start by doing the edges first with the brush. You always want to use a smaller brush. I mean, this wall, and it depends how big the canvas is you're doing or the wall is. I'm gonna do this myself to make the video simpler. And so this is the wall. Use a brush here, and I got some paint, and I got a little bit of water in the paint just so it flows a little better. Make with the edges, we're just gonna go down. And it doesn't matter what's in the middle because all that's gonna be white anyway. All that matters is this edge. And you don't want anything to go beyond that edge. And there's gonna be some drips. Sometimes as there's drips, you wanna shake your brush like this and get the paint off. Every wall is different. I mean, typically I would use tape for this wall, but it's not flat. But no matter if it's a canvas or a wall, you want to start with the edges first. And take your time and do it step by step. Serena English, how are you?
I'm doing great.
And what is it that you're about to do here today?
I'm about to prime this wall.
Amazing. And you have a roller?
Yep.
So this wall is not flat at all. So you need to put just a little bit, maybe 5% water in it so it gets in all the cracks. Take your time, and the purpose of it is to make it a canvas. Okay, you just saw an example of activity 2 priming. We started with a brush, we do the edges first, then you use rollers, brushes to fill it all in, and you just want it to be white and make it ready to start doing your artwork. Go from top to bottom, left to right, and draw me in. One of the purposes of priming the wall or your canvas is to make it so whatever colors you put on it will be vibrant and be colorful. You also want to seal it. So when it talks about the top lip, that's the part that's on the roof or the top of the wall. You really want to add a lot of primer there to seal it as step 1, and then you go from top to bottom and left to right. Draw me in. Everyone, now we're going to do mural activity 3, and this is when you select one pattern to paint in orange. Now you're going to use brushes and use paint, but it's still the same principles where you want an equal amount of white and orange. So here's the design that I selected as my pattern. Remember, when you're painting, there's going to be drips. Experiment with different brushes and have fun. Okay, so you just did activity 3, your orange patterning, the underpainting, and we call it in orange, because these images and what you paint, the patterns that you paint, will show up in the final design. So have a lot of fun with it. Enjoy yourself. Draw me in. Okay, now we're going to start mural activity 4, which is the color washes, where we're going to create shapes using color. And a wash is where you use almost equal amounts of paint and water to make it so the paint is see-through, so your underpainting will show through. A lot of times you do it with tape, but I'm gonna do it with brush. Don't worry about it if it drips too much, because you want it to be see-through. The edges is what matters the most, whether you use tape or you're using brush. When you get close to that edge part, you want to be careful. Safety, of course, is really important on all murals, but especially in this because you'll have so many different colors. You'll have a lot of movement. You don't want to put anything behind you. Of course, keep all the paints up against the wall. What the example I'm using, we're painting on brick, so it really runs and it gets caught in the groove sometimes and then runs again. So you want to keep moving the brush. Draw me in. Have fun. Draw me in. To complete our murals, we're going to utilize typography. Typography is designing with type, utilizing the power of words. I mean, when you first look at your prepared shapes, think about where you should crop it off. Work like a team together. And I'm gonna do this, myself, but really everybody will be doing their individual spaces. So here are some of the shapes utilized, but every shape could have a different word in it. So this is so exciting that I've done this mural together for Inclusive Schools Week. Draw me in, and your messages that you're doing are so important, and I'm so excited to see them. And remember, every mural is different because every human makes a different mark. It's like fingerprints. So that's another reason everybody can write a word. And so it's not the pressure of drawing something or making something look some certain way, even though there's no actual right or wrong. With art, an image can be 1,000 words. When you use typography in conjunction with other symbols or making the word bold, draw me in, and how to include everyone. It's also important to remember to crop your words off. And we're creating a mural within a mural. So it's an overall mural about inclusivity, but you're going to do your own section of it. So you already created that section, with your shape and color. And now, how are you going to utilize your typography? There's no right or wrong way to create your mural.